Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's Leafit Product Business Overview. My name is Mike Lucas. I want to thank everyone for coming today to our webinar. We have a lot of exciting information to share with you. If this is your first time attending our webinar, we want to give you a special warm welcome. During today's presentation, I will be answering your questions as our co-host and Vice President of Sales, Mike Green, will be sharing with you some information. So if you can do us a small favor, stop any multitasking you're doing with Facebook, chat, or Skype. Turn off your cell phone and turn down the TV and grab a pen and notebook. If you want to take some notes, you do not want to miss anything that he's going to be sharing with you, because Leafit and what's happening is changing people's lives, and this is something that you want to get all the information you can. So without further ado, Mr. Green, welcome. Are you out there in this cyberspace?
I am, Mike Lucas. Am I making you nervous? Am I too quiet on this side? You're like, Mike, are you really there? I am here, and if we could start by doing a sight and sound check. I know Mike can hear me, but if we could get somebody else to jump into their message box and say, yes, we can see, yes, we can hear. What you should see is product and business overview, Leafit. So if we could just do a quick
well, give a special shout out to our one of our top people in our company here. Mr. Moreland is with us today. Hello,
Billy Moreland. Welcome to the call. Awesome, Mike. Have we got a confirmation yet? Somebody, even Billy, jump in that message box and say, yes, we can see, yes, we can hear. Anybody? Going once.
20
going
seconds
twice.
delay there, Mike. There we go, Billy.
I know.
Yep.
You keep
You
keep telling
Ruby,
me that.
okay.
Yep.
Billy, we
All
got
right.
yep. Ruby, okay. John, yes.
Perfect. We're good to go then.
Marlon, yes, I
Clear my
can
throat.
see and hear you. So I'm going quiet.
Okay, good deal. Thanks, Mike. Thanks for all your help. All right, you guys, my name is Mike Green. I'm coming to you from Spokane, Washington, here to share some information with you about Leafit. This is our product and business overview. I'm going to start by giving you just a real quick background check. I am a banker by trade, 18 years in the banking industry. I give you that as a warning because I'm going to give you full disclosure on this program today. That's what bankers do. We're all about full disclosure. You'll probably hate me for that by the time we get done, but it's my belief system. I feel you need to know everything about this program. Now, remember that we do these webinars over and over again. Actually, you'll get a recording of this webinar when we get done. It'll be emailed to you. You'll be able to come back and tag into different spots and actually review this webinar for yourself, or actually share it with somebody, which is a really nice feature of this new program that we're using. But after banking, I actually ran my own small business for about 3 years, and then drifted into the, after the demise of that operation, drifted into the casino industry, where I spent another 14 years. Actually became a general manager of a couple of different casinos. Now, what I learned from being self-employed and in the casino industry was the bottom line, and not getting into long sales pitches. And I promise you, I know this is long, but it's not a sales pitch. I'm giving you the facts. I'm going to give you the bottom line of how this program works, and I'm also going to give you the full disclosure of how to turn this into an income stream for you. So let's get started. Now, the markets that we're in: online advertising, $100 billion industry. Affiliate direct sales, we're in that arena a couple of different ways, $165 billion industry. But most excited about being in e-commerce, a $1.1 trillion industry. I'm going to share some information with you today about a brand new product we're bringing to market. We couldn't be more excited about that product. But you lace all three of those industries together with social networking, where there's already over 3 billion free subscribers, and all I can say is you're about ready to hit a home run. Now, all Leaf did was identify a few problems within each one of these industries, and then simply plotted solutions for each one of those problems. At the core of the problem we see inside of social networking is that free users don't get paid for the content they share with friends or acquaintances. In e-commerce, shopping online has way too many options now. Consumers have a hard time finding what they really want. They get really confused, they get discouraged, and sales are oftentimes lost. We've got a very good solution for that here at Leaf. Now, online advertising, all I can tell you is it's almost impossible for the average person to tap into that lucrative market. I know, I consider myself average. I've tried several times. I've never been able to do it with any kind of success. We've got a solution for that here at Leaf as well. Now, as I said, affiliate direct sales, we're in that arena a couple of different ways. Either way you're in that arena, it's elusive for most, as it almost always takes way too long to establish a meaningful income stream. And again, if we're honest with each other, until you establish a meaningful income stream, it's hard to keep your interest level in anything. If you're putting a lot of energy into something and it's not, giving you that kind of return that you're looking for, you usually drift off and go do something else. We've got a solution for that here at Leaf. At the core of our solution, it's right here. Leaf is simply going to create a social network that brings a user's content and life to e-commerce. You see, by posting content socially like people do every day in other social networks, Leafit will analyze that content, convert it into a product that can be purchased, and allow users to be paid for simply sharing their content. E-commerce will then be streamlined, affiliate commissions will seamlessly be earned over and over by free users, and online advertising revenue will quickly create a potential income stream for distributors as they help take the social network viral. Our business model is very simple. Distributors help build a huge social network, a social network, kind of like Facebook or Pinterest. Now, the free users inside of our social space will attract free users. Will attract advertising dollars. Those free users will attract massive advertising dollars. If you take the word distributors out of this business model right here, you've basically got Facebook or any other social network. Facebook built to 100 billion users word of mouth. Use of the internet, but also just word of mouth. Hey, you got to come join Facebook. 1 billion subscribers. On the way to 1 billion subscribers, here come the advertisers literally beating their door down saying, we want to get inside of your space. You've got all of these users in there. They're there all day long. Average 6 hours a day for the average Facebooker. We want to be inside of that space as well, and we're willing to pay top dollar to be there. To date, Facebook generates over $20 million a day in advertising revenue. $20 million a day. And that's the business model we're chasing. Now, the things we're going to do different, we're going to use a distributor base to help us build our social network bigger, faster, stronger. But we're also going to allow the free users to earn from what they post inside of their content. Okay? Now, the distributors are going to be able to earn as well for posting content, but they're also going to share in, the distributors will, they'll share in the revenue that's generated even at the corporate level. Okay? The way this is set up, it's very unique for the distributors to share in that revenue stream. Now, e-commerce will also be monetized with the IT app I'm going to explain in a second, but that's monetized within the free users and advertisers content, where more sales will be generated and free users and distributors will be commissioned from those sales as well. Now, what we're most excited about now is a mobile app that's in production. This should roll out end of March, the end of this first quarter. When it comes to market, it's going to revolutionize the way people shop, the way they search, the way they buy. When you download this free mobile app onto your smartphone, you're going to be able to snap it, wish it, buy it, share or grow it. We call it growing inside of our social network. Leaf, grow, share. It's simply a sharing function. You take your social interaction with this IT app and you share that with your friends, grow their social relationship, and you can actually get paid for sharing that content. So it simply becomes the free mobile app that pays you for sharing that content. I will tell you that we've got provisional patents being filed actually this week, tomorrow, today's Thursday, tomorrow, and we'll be able to go into full disclosure on what this IT app is going to do. I'll give you the nutshell. It's right here. It's going to change the way people shop. It's going to change the way they search. It's going to change the way they buy online. It's going to be push a button, search, push a button, find it, push a button, buy it, share that experience with others, and get commissioned for sharing. It's huge. Now, that IT app lives inside of our social space. It's the big reason that people will flock to our social space because they're going to want the IT app. When they install the IT app, they're actually bringing themselves into our social space at the same time. Okay? Now, the company's made it very easy for that to happen. The free IT app download or install, it'll simply ask you, hey, would you like to import all of your information from one of the other social networks listed below? And they're all there. Facebook, Pinterest, you name it, they're all there. You just click one button and say, yes, I'd like to import all of my information from Facebook into my Leaf profile page. And there you go, it's populated. All the pictures, all the stories, everything you've done inside of Facebook is populated inside of Leaf with one push of a button. Now this is where it gets really fun. Push another button, invite all your friends inside of Facebook to come join you inside of Leaf. Again, why do they want to come to Leaf? The IT app. The IT app and $200 in free advertising. Any of your friends inside of your social space in Facebook right now, if they own their own website, we're going to give them $200 to drive traffic to their website inside of the Leaf social space as well. Now that advertising is where I start getting just a little bit excited. We call it social ads. If you can visualize your Facebook page, go over and look at the right-hand margin, and you'll see all those pay-per-click ads that are over there. That's where Facebook is generating $20 million a day in revenue. That's huge. Now, we're going to do it a little bit differently. ESPN, ESPN Sports Bar and Grill comes to Leaf and they say, you know what, you've got this social networking, it's growing. We want Really, I'm okay, you guys. Don't worry about me. ESPN Sports Bar and Grill, they come to the corporate level and they say, you've got this huge social space that's growing. We want to advertise. We're willing to spend top dollar to get inside and advertise to people like Melissa Jenkins here. They buy that ad space. Melissa clicks on that link because she's got a sports background. She kind of likes ESPN Sports Bar and Grill, which is what there's one in her backyard. She actually clicks the ad and realizes that just a town away, they did build an ESPN Sports Bar and Grill, and she couldn't be happier. She takes this little button down here called Grow, and she clicks that Grow button and actually becomes friends. Using Facebook terminology here, she becomes friends with ESPN Sports Bar and Grill. She's growing ESPN Sports Bar and Grill's friend base, okay, with that pay-per-click ad. Now, even more powerful than that, Melissa moves over and she clicks the share button and she shares that ad with everybody inside of her social space and says, hey, guess what? I don't know if you guys knew, but I'm going to the Super Bowl at ESPN Sports Bar and Grill. They just built one the next town over. That ad goes viral for ESPN Sports Bar and Grill. Now, I get excited about that because that is a bigger hook than what ESPN Sports Bar and Grill is going to get over at Facebook. So more advertising dollars in this model. The company shares that revenue stream back with the distributor base. You don't have to sell advertising to ESPN Sports Bar and Grill, nor do I, but we get a piece of that revenue because we help build the social space. Now, here's our flagship product. I call this pay-per-click advertising on steroids. It lives inside of the social space as well. It's called the Social Web Optimizer. To earn our piece of that revenue stream, this is where the distributor comes on a daily basis and simply puts their eyeballs on websites. When you first click into the SWO, you're offered up 6 different websites based on your click habits. If you click on a lot of golf websites, you're going to see more and more golf websites. You're into gardening, more and more gardening websites. I'm a truck guy, but I love looking at sports cars. After wrecking a couple of those, I tell you they're a lot of fun to play with. I click on Maserati Beverly Hills, I'm inside of their website, but I'm still inside the social space. See that green leaf toolbar up at the top? That little leaf is a clock. It counts down from 0 to 20 seconds. When that leaf gets done populating light green, you have access to a 5-star rating system. Simply go over and rate this website. Now, during that 20 seconds, this is a fully functioning website. You can click on inventory, service department, parts and accessories. You could buy a Maserati here if you wanted to. Fully functioning website. But what you just did is you rated this website and gave the website owner some feedback of what you feel about their website. 20 websites a day, 20 seconds per website. 3 of those 20 ratings, you'll do an advanced review. So you simply click that A next to the 5-star rating system, fill out your age, your gender, a few other drop-down menu items there, and you give that advanced review back to the website owner as well. So again, I get excited about this part because the website owner is getting a lot here for their money. Now, the last feature that I really like is that Grow button. It lives inside of this event as well. You see a website you like, click that Grow button, the little twig with the 2 leaves. Add this website to your favorites. Okay? You're now connected with Maserati Beverly Hills inside of the social space. And when they have that 99.9% off sale, they're going to notify you inside of your Leaf account because you're friends with Maserati Beverly Hills inside of Leaf social space. And I'm just kidding about the 99.9% off sale. Now, if you look at everything that Maserati Beverly Hills got in this interaction, they got eyeballs on their website, 20 seconds instead of the average 3 to 5. Okay? They got a rating from you. A lot of these, they're going to get advanced reviews. Okay? They also got the ability to have their friend base built because you're getting paid to put your eyeballs on websites. So they're building their friend base inside of the social network. That's huge. When you're done with this 20-second experience, or stay here longer if you want, you can stay as long as you want, click on that SWO button in the upper right-hand corner and you're offered up 6 more websites to choose from. Again, based on your click habits inside of the SWO. Now, the question we get is, does this advertising work? I can tell you hands down it does. Bottom right-hand corner, Zipline Tours, Silver Streak Zipline Tours, Idaho's Greatest Rush. I know this gentleman. I met him back in February. Met him for the first time. Dave bought advertising with Leaf. We have driven over 30,000 views to his website, 6 different ad campaigns flowing inside of the SWO. He went from his first year of barely having anybody up on his mountain to his second year of being extremely successful. Blamed most of his success this last summer on the advertising he did with Leaf. 30,000 views to his website. He had tried search engine optimization companies, was paying him money. It wasn't working. He was paying Google for pay-per-click ads inside of Google search. Wasn't working. The advertising he bought with us did work. Drove a bunch of traffic to his website. Now, the best part about what Dave did is he bought advertising as a distributor. He went in and rated websites and did his advanced reviews every day and earned a rebate every day. Today, he has more advertising to spend on next year's campaign to drive traffic to his website than he started with. That's how aggressive our advertising rebate program is. He's also put himself in a position to have a nice little income stream off of doing that task every single day, which is what I want to give you a full disclosure on. So 3 different revenue streams here. One revenue stream is up and running right now. That's the SWO. It generates revenue every single day, even on Christmas, even on New Year's Day. We just went through the holidays. I kind of chuckled a little bit. As we're all home with family, hanging out, we still had people online buying advertising with Leaf, Christmas and Christmas Day, on a global basis. Now, 2 more revenue streams open up. End of March, into this first quarter. ESPN Sports Bar and Grill is going to come flocking. I just know it. We built the social network huge. Advertisers come flying right behind that. What's the potential there? I don't know. Facebook has set the bar, $20 million a day. Are we going to make $20 million that first day when the social network goes live? Yeah, probably not. But that's the benchmark. That's what we're shooting for. Okay. Now I know people laugh at me when I say that. Yeah, you know, but all I can tell you, in my opinion, what one company can do, another can do. I'm not telling you we have to put Facebook out of business. And some people are saying, Mike, social networking has been done. There's too many companies out there. But just remember this: when Facebook came to market back in '04, they laughed at them too. Okay. MySpace was already dominating in that arena. In fact, it took Facebook 5 years to overcome MySpace. Today, people don't even know what MySpace is. I'm not saying we have to run Facebook out of business or that we will or could beat them, but all I can tell you is what one company can do, another can do, and oftentimes better. You take that grow function and that share function. I think those are 2 great pieces to the social network. Advertisers are going to love that, but you throw the IT app on top of that. Nobody else has the IT app. You throw the IT app inside of this social space. I'm telling you, a huge revenue stream coming from the IT app, but that's one of the lures for people to come in and join our social network. The IT app, along with that $200 in free advertising. The IT app is going to change the way people shop, the way they surf, the way they search, the way they buy online. It's going to change the way people sell online. Now, all you need to do is figure out how to connect yourself with this company, okay? Because they're going places, they're going to make some revenue, get your share of it. Learn to build an income stream as a free affiliate or as an associate with Leaf. Now, before we talk about actual dollars here, I have to give you this income disclosure statement. This is mandatory inside of this business model. This was produced by the company to protect the company and distributors like myself from making unsubstantiated financial claims. Now, the meat of the income disclosure statement is right here. Your success inside of this business model depends upon your skills, your work effort, and market conditions. And Leaf does not guarantee any level of income or success. That being said, senior executive, something about $48,000 a month in rebate earnings. That's the potential in this program. But there's also something about an associate here making nothing. Okay? That's the spectrum. We're going to give you a roadmap right now. I'm going to show you exactly what you need to do inside of this business model to turn this into an income stream for you. But you personally have to take that roadmap and get it to work for you. Again, we have a great support system. You're right in the middle of it right now. This webinar is probably the strongest tool you could use. Webinars like this, you don't have to master the information, just master the invite. Invite people into a webinar, and we'll explain the program for you. And there's your support system. Now, this is the best part of the program right here, I do believe, because it puts you in a position to be able to see what this program is all about without spending any money at all, no future obligation. When we say free affiliate, we mean free today, no credit card on file, so no auto billing down the road either. You're a free affiliate for as long as you want, for life if you want. I don't recommend it, but you could be a free affiliate forever. And the free affiliate gets treated pretty fairly. They receive $200 in free advertising. And that's not ever to be paid back. That's not a loan. That's not, you know, debit on future earnings. That's $200 in free advertising. Take that $200, attach it to your website. If you don't have a website, I don't have a website. If you don't have a website, give that advertising away to a friend, a family member, a neighbor, someone you do business with, but attach that $200 to a pay-per-click ad campaign that will then be flowing inside of the SWO, inside of that block of 6. And you will prove to yourself that our advertising model does work. $200 in free advertising. The free affiliate also gets to earn sales commissions. They can sell advertising on a retail basis or to another distributor that has determined that they want to be an associate. And if they buy advertising, a free affiliate can get commissioned on that sale as well. Now, here's where you really want to be, and we've knocked down all barriers to get here. An associate simply pays $40 a month for an advertising package. That advertising package does quite a bit for you. It gives you $100 every single month. You spend $40, the company gives you $100 to drive traffic to your websites. Again, your website or a prospect's website. Find somebody that you know you'd like to show this business model to and give that $100 to an ad campaign you've created for them. Once you've driven advertising to their website, go out and show them how the business model works or invite them to a webinar. So $100 in additional advertising every single month that you pay that monthly advertising package. Then there's builder tools. And you've got all kinds of stuff. Replicated websites to help you sign up other affiliates and associates. Replicated websites to enter people into the social network for free. We already have an established an established relationship with iPayout. That's the company that actually pays our payroll. You can order a debit card through them or have your money deposited, your income deposited right into your checking account through an ACH transfer, but that relationship's already there. Compliance courses and training modules in the back office, sales funnels in development right now, but I'll tell you, when this comes out, this is huge. This comes with a complete account management system, an autoresponder system. This is a way for you to take a personal link that you own, drive traffic to a very professional sales cycle that will do a lot of the work for you. This is going to be an awesome system. That alone is worth way more than $40. If you're one of those that likes to do a lot of this on your own, we don't recommend that. But plenty of documents for you to go out and use in the field. But what we really do support is that you let us do the majority of the work for you. Invite somebody to your home, plug in a DVD, and let an expert explain the intricacies of how this program works. Okay? Invite them to a webinar, invite them to a hotel meeting, or invite them to a webinar. This really is online marketing. Social networking is all about being online. So we do a lot of three-way phone calls, a lot of webinars just like this. Again, you don't have to master the information, master the invite. In fact, order some business cards, drop the link that will take people to register for webinars or into your sales funnel, put that right on your business card and start handing out business cards like candy. Say, I found a way to make money online. I spend 10, 15, 20 minutes a day rating websites and the company pays me every day. It's crazy. Well, I want to make money. Hand them a business card, chase them to a webinar with your link on it. Simple as that. So what do you get for $40? I didn't mean to over-explain there. I kind of did. You know how bankers are. $40 a month gets you $100 in advertising every single month, the building tools, and it starts to establish your associate value. Okay? Your associate value is pivotal. We're going to talk a lot about it. Now, when I first started this overview, I told you a flaw inside of affiliate direct sales marketing oftentimes is the fact that you just can't get to where you want to get. It takes too long to get to that meaningful income stream. Our solution to that is the company gives you an option to purchase more advertising, anywhere from $10 to $10 or $10,000 in advertising, and increase your associate value from day one. So you could buy $10,000 in advertising to start your associate value at $10,040 from day one, okay, or anywhere in between. Now, the reason you want a bigger associate value is that's how the company determines how much of the rebate they're going to pay you on a daily basis. The revenue they generate, okay, is shared with the distributor base on a daily basis based on that rebate. And the rebate is paid on your associate value. The bigger the associate value, the bigger your share of that rebate. You're also going to earn enhanced sales commissions. I'll show you how that works. And you'll also participate in the 3x9 force matrix. I'm going to save that for last. But I really want to stay focused on the advertising purchase. You know, I'm on the phone all day long. I'm in webinars all the time. I'm out in the field a lot as well. I still hear every once in a while, I hear somebody say, yes, I invested. No, nobody invests. There is no investment in Leaf. You make a purchase of advertising. I want to be very clear with that. What happens with the money that you spend with Leaf? $40 gets you into an associate. It gives you, you bought advertising. You got an extra $100 in advertising. That's what you bought, was advertising. When you purchase additional advertising, if you make that option, when you buy additional advertising, it goes right into your advertising balance. It's like buying advertising with Google or Bing or Facebook or any other social network or anybody else online. It goes into your advertising balance. It's not an investment, okay? It stays in your advertising balance until you apply it to at least one ad campaign. You create a pay-per-click ad campaign that's going to flow in this way. Okay? It takes you 2 or 3 minutes to do it. We'll teach you how to do that. It's a very simple process. If you have your own website, this is a home run. If you don't, if you're like me and you don't have your own website, give it away. Take that advertising and use it as a prospecting tool. Prove to somebody that you can drive traffic to their website, and then you can go introduce this business model to them. Invite them to a webinar. Simple as that. Once you apply that advertising that you purchase to an ad campaign in the SWO, that's what establishes your associate value. Then you can get excited because you're going to start earning a rebate the very next day. And that rebate pays in the beginning stages up to 1.75% every single day. 80% of that rebate on a daily basis goes back into your ad balance. You have a ton of advertising to either drive traffic to your own website or to use as a prospecting tool. Now that other 20%, I know that looks like a little number, that's the biggest deal on this page. You get to take 20% of that rebate and continue to grow your associate value, and you can grow that associate value all the way to $200,000. You do the math. 1.75% of $200,000, if you built your associate value there, 20% of that then turns into an income stream because you've hit the max. That's a huge income stream. Now, let me be clear. You do not have to build all the way to 200,000 before you can start turning this into a cash income stream. You can do that from day one if you want. But there are 2 more qualifications to be able to turn it into a cash income stream. In the beginning of this overview, I said you're going to help build the social network. That's what the distributor base is getting paid for, is to help build the social space. Okay, so your piece of this is to simply go out and invite 20 friends to join for free. Not free affiliates. I'm talking about people that just want to come in and become a social, download the mobile app, install that mobile app, get into the social space, and they're just off doing what they do in Facebook Plus, because you got the IT app. 20 friends, push a button, invite all your friends from Facebook or Pinterest or any other social network to come join you and leave. 20 friends or 3 qualified friends who simply apply the $200 in free advertising that we give away. They apply that advertising to their own pay-per-click ad campaign in their own back office. That makes them a qualified friend. And those qualified friends, as they rate websites on a daily basis, they can earn additional advertising as well. I had a gentleman the other day tell me he earned over $170 in advertising in one day. He's just sitting down, taking the day off, watching a few movies, and just sat there and swode all day long. Swode all day long. We had $170 in advertising. He got to use that advertising to drive traffic back to his own website. So there you go. Qualified friends, they get $200 in free advertising, apply it to their own ad campaign, swow as much as they want, earn as much advertising as they want, continue to drive traffic to their own website. Now here's the last piece, and this one's very, very important. You need to generate revenue for Leaf before you can cash or turn that associate value into a cash income stream. Okay? Let me give you the example. You can build that associate value to $200,000. You could get paid 1.75% every single day in your rebate. You're not going to put 1 penny in your pocket until you have sold some advertising. You need to sell advertising on a retail basis, and believe me, there's plenty of people out there buying online advertising, over $100 billion a year, or you simply introduce at least one associate to the business model that purchases advertising. Either way, you've met the qualification to be able to turn this into a cash income stream. The best part about either one of those sales is you get to earn up to 100% of what they purchase. Now, I was working with one of my good friends, Carl, the last 3 days. Carl sold over $8,000 of advertising in the last, between Monday and Tuesday. And when I talked to him last night, I was like, Carl, do you know what you just did? $8,000 of advertising in 2 days. He gets to earn up to 100% of what they just purchased. Now, it starts off real simple. It starts off with a 10% commission. The rest of it is earned off of the rebate. But the 10% commission, if you bring somebody into this business model, an associate, and they buy some advertising, or if they buy it on a retail basis, you're going to earn 10%. So let's give you the example. You become an associate for the company. You spend that $40. You're in the program. You actually just received $300 in advertising for that $40, $200 when you became a free affiliate, then another $100 when you paid the $40. So you got $300 in advertising to play with. Maybe you bought a little bit of advertising, maybe you bought a lot of advertising, but you got excited. You swode. You did the ratings and the reviews, that 20 and that 3. You called up Gina and said, Gina, I finally found it. I found a way to make money online. I haven't even gotten out of my pajamas yet. And I rated 20 websites. I did 3 advanced reviews, and the company's paying me a rebate every single day. Gina gets excited. She says, tell me more. She hears that you're excited. She says, well, tell me more. I can't tell you. I got to show you. You get her to a webinar, and we'll show her for you. She sees the program. She buys it. $1,000 in advertising. She makes $100. As long as, or you make $100. As long as Gina, or no, as long as you have done your customer requirement, you can take that $100 and put it right in your pocket. Okay? Or you can build your associate value. Continue to build your associate value with that sales commission just like you do your rebate earnings if you want. Remember, you can build that associate value all the way to $200,000. Now remember, Gina wants to turn this into an income stream for herself. She goes out and shares this concept with others. She invites more people into seeing our webinar. 5% on that second level. Gina makes it 10%. You make 5% on the people that Gina invites into the program. Now, as an associate, that brand new associate, you can build that associate value all the way to $200,000, but you're going to earn on the first $15,000. They call it the earning associate value. $15,000 in your associate value. You're getting paid up to 1.75% per day in that rebate. That makes your potential earnings income stream at $1,575 a month, which is a pretty nice income stream. But when you see how easy it is to get the manager, and when I say easy, I mean you can do it in a day. It's been done in a day multiple times. A manager gets paid on a third level sales commission, not Gina or Gina's friends, but Gina's friends' friends. 1% override on all the advertising that they purchase. A manager also gets to earn on their associate value up to $25,000. They earn up to 2.25% per day on that rebate. do your 20 ratings, your 3 advanced reviews, and earn up to 2.25% on that $25,000. That puts your earnings potential up at $3,375 a month. And truly, when you see how easy it is to get to manager, and I'm going to draw that out for you, you'll really want to focus on senior manager. Senior manager, that third level sales commission goes to 2%, and the senior manager gets to earn on $50,000 in their associate value. They get another pay raise. You're earning up to 2.75% on that rebate every single day. Puts the earnings potential up to over $8,000 a month. That's huge. Next question is, how do you get there? How do you advance? How do you promote through this program? I'm going to show you, but first I need to show you the Power Founder position. I need to start by saying this is optional. Okay, you don't ever have to be a Power Founder if you don't want. For some, it'll make a lot of sense. Others will put it on the shelf and say no thanks, or maybe you pick it up later. But it is optional. The Power Founder, $1,000, costs $1,000 to be a Power Founder. It does not increase your associate value. That $1,000 does not give you advertising power. It gives you the 4 benefits you see listed. Number 1, you get 25% off your monthly advertising package for the first year. Okay, that means instead of paying $40 a month, you're paying $30. You get reduced qualifications to advance to manager. That's a really big deal, and I'm going to draw that one out for you. You also get reduced qualification to advance to executive and senior executive. We'll talk about that in a minute. Number 3, you get to share in 2% of company profits for life. That used to be a really big deal. Now it's a really big deal. With this mobile app coming out at the end of this quarter, tapping into that $1.1 trillion industry, I think it's an extremely big deal. Share in 2% of the company profits with the other 999 Power Founders. When this program gets to 1,000 Power Founders, it closes down, it's done forever, and you and the other 999 people in this program will share in 2% of company profits. I don't know. I look at that position right now. I start thinking about Mark Zuckerberg's dorm room. Wouldn't it have been a great thing to have been sitting there and have 2% of, shared with 1,000, and whew, what would that be worth today? Sign up for, and your package is free. Bullet point number 4. If you go out and do a little bit of work, introduce 4 people into this business model to become Power Founders, and you're a Power Founder, you get your $1,000 credited back to your associate value. So you can have your cake and eat it too. Now, let's talk about Gina again. You became an associate, paid that $40. Bought a little bit of advertising, bought a lot. Maybe you're a Power Founder, maybe you're not. Doesn't matter. Let's talk about Gina. Gina comes to a webinar. Your excitement gets her to a webinar. She sees the webinar, she likes it. She says, man, I don't know about you, but I'm taking that Power Founder spot. She becomes a Power Founder, spends $1,000, and then simply starts inviting people to webinars. She invites Corey to a webinar. He buys $500 in advertising. Invites Paul to that same webinar. He does the same. He buys $500 in advertising. Invites Jeff to a webinar. $500 in advertising. Gina is a manager. As long as Gina has a total of $2,500 in advertising. Now, I know there's only 1,500 here, but I want to show you there's 3 different ways to get that to 2,500. Gina is not restricted to just inviting 3 people into this business model. She can invite 30 or 300. So the other $1,000 can be made up next to Corey, Paul, and Jeff, off to the side, okay? Or it can be below Corey, Paul, and Jeff. Corey can run out real quick and invite 4 or 5 people to the webinar, and between the 4 or 5 of them, they buy another $1,000 in advertising. That's going to qualify Gina to manager. Or option number 3, Gina could simply buy it. And this is why people are going to manager in a day. Gina pays for the Power Founder. She pays for $1,000 in advertising and goes out and invites 3 people to a webinar that each buy $500 in advertising at a minimum. Done. She's a manager. Now, refresher, why does Gina want to be a manager? An associate can make some pretty good money. An associate can actually put 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 people in the program, never make it to manager, and actually earn up to $1,575 a month, which is about twice what most people are looking for out of a business model like this. But just by focusing a little bit, being a Power Founder, focusing a little bit, finding at least 3 people with $500 in advertising sales below them, she's a manager. Earnings potential goes from $1,575 to $3,375. I don't know about you, but more's better. At least in most cases, more's better. Manager's a good spot. Now, if you can see yourself helping Gina get to manager, when I say help, just help her learn how to invite people to a webinar. That's about it. You can be a senior manager with 2 more Ginas. All it takes is 3 Ginas, 3 managers, and you're a senior manager, as long as you have a total of $20,000 in advertising purchases. Now, that $20,000 is unlimited depth. So it's not just Gina and Corey, Paul, and Jeff. It's everybody below Corey, Paul, and Jeff, and the other 2 Ginas and everybody underneath the other 2 Ginas. Senior manager, I'll give you the, if you haven't done the math already, you're talking about a total of 12 people to get to senior manager. 3 that you've personally have introduced this business model to, 3 underneath each one of those 3. That's 12. That's huge. Earnings potential, $8,000 a month. That's where people are racing to. Now, one more thing about the Power Founder, and then we're almost there. Gina does not have to be a Power Founder. Nobody does. And she can still get to manager, to senior manager, to executive, and beyond. Gina needs to do a little more in sales volume though. The 2,500 to get to manager goes to 5,000. Corey, Paul, and Jeff, instead of $500 in each one of their 3 legs, they need 1,000. Okay. Again, Gina doesn't have to buy any advertising. The other $2,000 that's needed here to make her a manager could be done below Corey, Paul, and Jeff, or off to the side of Corey, Paul, and Jeff. Gina could just be in this deal for $40. Didn't pay the power founder. And just know Corey, Paul, and Jeff and a bunch of other people, and she's going to bring them all in, generate $5,000 in advertising sales, and make it the manager without buying any advertising at all. That can be done. It has been done. Or Gina can buy the other $2,000 of advertising. Boom, she's a manager. Write this part down right here. If people want to know what the bottom line of this program is, it's right here. You wake up in the morning or do it at night, do your 20 ratings, your 3 advanced reviews. You do that every single day, you're going to get paid a rebate the next day. You're going to watch your associate value grow, and you're going to get so dang excited that you're not going to have to try to go out and recruit somebody. You're just going to call and say, I did it. I found it. Haven't gotten out of my pajamas for 3 days, and I've still made money with this company. Sitting at home. Didn't have to leave the house. Didn't have to go anywhere. Got my computer. Rated some websites. Did some advanced reviews, and this company keeps paying me a rebate every single day. You share that excitement with somebody else. They come to a webinar, and you help build managers. Build managers. Help Gina get to manager. Help 2 other people get to manager, and you're well on your way to making a significant income stream inside of this business model. That is the business model right there. Now, I know your head's swimming right now, but there's 2 more promotions in this program. Let me see if I can cover them real quickly. I won't go through the qualifications to get there, but it is pretty exciting. The executive starts earning 3% on that 3rd level instead of 2. The infinity bonus, the unlimited depth bonus, they call it an infinity 1% to the first executive. That means people on your 4th level, 5th level, 50th level, 500th level, you earn a 1% override on all advertising sales, unlimited depth until you bump into the next executive. That's a big deal. That could be the biggest income stream you have. Now, the executive also gets to earn on $100,000 in their associate value. Another pay raise, they're getting paid up to 3.25% per day for just simply rating websites and doing advanced reviews. That puts their earnings potential up at $19,500 a month. That's huge. Senior executive, that 1% unlimited depth infinity bonus now drops down all the way to the 2nd senior executive, and that is huge. That has such potential I can't even tell you. Senior executive, earning an associate value up to $200,000 now, earning up to 4% per day on that rebate. That puts the earnings potential at the top of this program at that $48,000 a month. But again, that's just on your own associate value. The sales commissions are on top of that. It's huge. Now again, I know your head's swimming. Here's what I want you to do though. I want you to take everything that I just gave you, put it in a shoebox, set it off to the side. Okay, clear your mind for just a second. This next piece of income stream has absolutely nothing to do with how much advertising is purchased or sold. It has absolutely nothing to do with becoming a manager or being a power founder or not. Okay, it's an income stream all on its own, and I will tell you the IT app is going to make this income stream explode. This is called the 3x9 force matrix. The commissions that are generated here come from that $40 a month that associates pay. Okay, again, it has absolutely nothing to do with power founder or advertising sales or who's ranked up and who's promoted to what level. Has absolutely nothing to do with that. It has to do with that $40. Now let me explain the forced part to this. Let's say Gina's an overachiever and Gina's going to go out and put 20, 30 people into this program. They're all on her 1st level. Okay, she's still making 10% on every single one of them when they buy advertising. And when they all develop down to the 2nd level, she's making 5% on those people. But inside the force matrix, those 30 people have to fit inside of this matrix. The first 3 that she puts into the program go on her 1st level. The rest of those, the other 27, have to filter down or spill down beneath those first 3. That's called spill. Now take that concept and look at yourself and look right above you. The person that invited you to this webinar, if they're up there moving and shaking and they're putting more and more people in this program, and I'm telling you, when the IT app comes out, you're gonna have a lot of activity flooding into this matrix. You look at the people above you, and as they're putting 10, 15, 20, 200, 500 people into this matrix, they can only put 3 on their 1st level. They can only put 9 on their 2nd level. The rest of it, it just spills. And if you're at the right place, right time, that spill happens to you. I will tell you what a 3x9 force matrix means is that this matrix, if you've got the right people above you, could fill without you. Now you're not going to make any money on it until you do just a little bit of work, but it could fill without you. That's the forced part of the 3x9 force matrix. What you need to do is simply bring 1 associate into the program. That's 1 person that spends $40 a month, and you get paid 3 levels deep inside of the matrix. $5 for every single person on your 1st level, $2 for every single person on your 2nd and 3rd level. That puts your earnings at $87 a month as all those people pay their $40 every single month. Now, if you don't understand what I'm talking about, you're going to be confused because you're going to say, well, wait a minute, if I only bring one person in, how can I be getting paid on 29 people in my first 3 levels? That's the spill from above. That's the potential. Or your one could be in that number 1 spot at the top of your matrix. And what if they go out and put 9 people and then 20 people and 200 people? That's going to start spilling down below them as well. You don't have to fill every single one of these spots. It's spill from above, spill from below, and this thing starts to explode. The IT app is going to get us there. Simply all you need to stay focused on is one that's paying $40 a month. Doesn't matter if they're a power founder, doesn't matter if they ever make it to manager or not, doesn't matter if they even buy any advertising. You're going to get paid every single month that they pay their $40, along with those other people in those first 3 levels. Bring in a total of 3 that pay that $40 a month. You're paid 9 levels deep, and it's $2 for every single associate on every single level between 2 and 8. On level 9, it goes to $5 a piece. All I can tell you is that's just huge income stream. I love the 6th level. You're talking almost $2,200 a month when 6 levels is filled up in your matrix. That's a game changer right there. I don't care who you are. You don't turn down $2,200 a month. That you just don't. I know for some that might be a Mercedes payment. For others, it's a mortgage payment. For some, it'll cover your whole monthly nut. But that's some serious income for anybody. You get down to 8 levels. I don't know. That's getting crazy. You're pushing $20,000 a month, 8 levels deep in this matrix. Again, the IT app. When you start to understand what that IT app's going to do, it's going to go viral. It's going to go viral online. It's going to go viral out in the real world. People are going to use the free install. Okay? Then they're going to get dripped on by the company and say, hey, psst, come here. We've got this thing called a matrix, and you could earn 9 levels deep in e-commerce as well as 9 levels deep inside of this force matrix for $40 a month. They're going to come flooding into this force matrix. Almost $20,000 a month at level 8. Level 9, that's a cumulative number. That's total of all levels together. The OMG, that's a monthly income with a full matrix. Now, I know that blows your mind. I know it blows my mind. That's a monthly income. That's huge potential inside of this program. Now, if you're that super achiever, you want to race to the top of this whole entire program. There's a bunch of you out there. Senior executive. You make it to senior executive with a maxed out maxed out matrix with a $200,000 associate value that's paying 4% per day. $5,000 daily income, monthly $166,000 a month, yearly almost $2 million, and that does not include sales commissions. That's just off of your matrix and off of your associate value that you've built. The sales commissions, who knows where they go? When you're a senior executive and you're getting paid unlimited depth down to the 2nd senior executive, that could be the biggest number on this page. Now, I've got 2 problems when I show these numbers. Number 1, most people are not looking for $5,000 daily income. Okay, and it almost looks unbelievable, but those are real numbers. I'm a banker. I fact-checked them. That's what they are. That's the potential inside of this program. If you're looking to make $400, $500, $600 a month, don't let these numbers scare you off. We'll show you how to do that. Okay, if you want to make $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 a month, don't worry about these numbers. Don't let them intimidate you. We can show you how to do that as well. In fact, I think we just showed you senior manager. Can make upwards of $8,000 a month. There you go. Someone's going to walk up to you and they're going to say, oh, come on, really get serious. How much money could you possibly make doing that, rating websites and doing advanced reviews on a website? How much could they possibly pay you? Now you know. That's how much they could possibly pay you. Now, the other problem I have with these numbers, again, I think I've already said it, a lot of people don't believe it. Where's this company to get the income, the revenue stream to pay distributors that kind of money? Remember what we're in. We're in industries that are huge, a $100 billion industry in online advertising. A piece of that market, just a small sliver of that, is helping Facebook generate $20 million a day. What one company can do, another can do. I believe that to be true. Our social space opens up at the end of this quarter. Where's that going to go? And the company's going to share that revenue stream back with the distributor base. That's what those numbers were all about. The IT app, unbelievable revenue potential there. Unbelievable revenue potential. It's going to change everybody that we've showed this to, from the developers that are developing it to us or for us. That when we explain what we wanted to do, their eyes lit up. They just couldn't believe it. They're like, you got to be kidding me. Yes, we can program that. We can make that happen. They're excited about it. Provisional patent attorneys are coming out of their skin. They're like, oh my gosh, really? When you get full disclosure on how that IT app works, it's going to change the way people shop, the way they search, the way they buy online. It's going to change the internet the way we know it today. Huge revenue stream to the company. What's the company going to do with that revenue? They're going to share it back with us, the distributors, to help them get there. Now, here's what you do next. Simply contact the person that invited you here. Okay? Go to vleaf.com, V as in vision, vleaf.com/sign-up/username. Call your friend now or text him. Don't email him. Nobody answers emails anymore. Yes, that's a hint. I don't answer emails anymore either. Get their username. Okay? Text them. Say, I need your username. I'm going in. Go to vleaf.com, V as in vision, vleaf.com/sign-up/their username and become a free affiliate today. Okay? Stop looking at this from the outside. Look at it from the inside. Stop trying to figure out what all the hoopla is about. Get in and see what it's all about. A free affiliate, remember, all you need to be a free affiliate, no credit card on file. Free affiliate is your first name, your last name, your email address, the country that you live in, your phone number, your birth date. I'm missing one piece. I think you got to answer a little security question. That's it. There's no credit card on file. You're a free affiliate. The company gives you instantly $200 in free advertising. Go attach that to a website, yours or somebody else's, and prove that the system works. Prove that the system drives traffic to websites. Okay, you're a free affiliate. You have access to the SWO. Go in and rate some websites. Go do that rating system thing. Do an advanced review on a couple of them. In fact, take your stopwatch out, do what I did, and time yourself. How long does it take you to rate 20 websites and do 3 advanced reviews? It took me 11 minutes and 45 seconds. There you go. Time yourself. See how long it takes you. Get on the inside, though. Stop looking at this from the outside. When you get ready, when it starts making a whole lot of sense to you, it's a very simple 5-step process now. You can pay that $40 with a credit card or debit card. You can buy the Power Founder and up to $1,000 in advertising in one setting on a credit card or debit card. Okay, if you're buying more than that in advertising, we do wire transfers into iPayout. It's a very quick process. Happens within a day. Usually, with at least by the end of the next day. Okay, but a lot of times in the same, if you're there at the first thing in the morning at the bank, that wire transfer goes out, it lands in iPayout the same day, and you can take that advertising and apply it to your account the very same day. Now you have an associate value. Whether you buy a little bit of advertising or a lot of advertising, you've got an associate value. Go in and SWO today, you'll see your rebate tomorrow. The simplicities of this program is this: rate 20 websites, 3 advanced reviews on a daily basis. You'll get paid a rebate the next day, and you'll get excited because you're going to watch your associate value grow every day. The bigger your associate value, the bigger the rebate you're making on a daily basis. You take that excitement, you talk to Gina or Bob or Fred or Sam, you say, I can't believe it, I did it, I finally found it. I know you guys have been looking for a lot of years, I've been looking for a lot of years, but this one's working. I haven't gotten out of my pajamas yet, and I'm making money every single day. Rate those websites, do those advanced reviews, invite people to webinar. It's that simple. Mike Lucas, I heard you. Did you chime back in?
Yes, sir. Yes. Can you hear me, Bill? Mike?
This is Mike. Did we come up with any questions out there?
Yes, we did. We took a couple of polls. I'd just like to give everyone the results of the polls because they're asking. The first poll was how many friends? Because with the IT app coming out and the social network, people with just a few friends can do rather well. 13% of the people on today's webinar had less than 100 people, but actually 88% of today's guests had more than 100. 50% actually had more than 200. And for those people who have less than 100, when you just figure out 10 by 10 by 10, you don't need a lot of people to make a lot of money with the IT app, which leads into the second poll. How many people have actually purchased a product online in the last 60 days? 88% of the people on today's webinar have purchased an item online. 63% have purchased more than one item. So, folks, you can see people are using the e-commerce that Mike talked about more and more. It's becoming more of a normal activity for people, and that just goes into what the IT app and our social network's all about. It's going to be huge, Mike.
Yeah, it's not just buying online Mike anymore. They're really gravitating towards look at the growth rate of how many of those sales are done with a smartphone. I mean, there's some countries out there that don't even have desktops. They don't even know what a laptop is. It's all smartphone. That's where the technology's going, and that's where we're going.
The nice thing with our app, you don't have to have a smartphone. You can do it on a tablet, a Kindle, a desktop, and like you said, the smartphone. So it's just system-wide. It's going to be huge.
Absolutely. Now, again, our support system is pretty strong, you guys. You're right in the middle of it. All you need to do, again, I said it at the end, learn to SWO on a daily basis, get paid your rebate, and invite people to a webinar. We do these webinars Monday through Thursday, twice a day, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, 9 o'clock at night. Okay, just go into leafitoverview.com, and you'll always see our schedule there, leafitoverview.com. Send that link out. Okay, just share that link with that URL with your friends, with anybody that you want to get to a webinar. They register, they get this same information. Again, in this format that we're using now, Google Hangout, you're going to get an email here in about 5 minutes, and it's going to have this. Is it 5 minutes, Mike, or did I overstate that?
It's about 30 minutes. You're going to get a thank you in case you missed the webinar. Here's a link, and you can send that link out to people that you know who would like to start making money online and start building your team right away, folks. That's the power of this system, and just one of the many tools we now are employing with Leafit.
It's as simple as that. Swell on a daily basis, invite people to webinars, and take it from there. It really is that simple. So, Mike, anything else?
No, sir. Great crowd,
right.
Great day, and we'll see everyone again tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern, and then tomorrow we have one webinar at 2 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday. So, Leaf event,
there you go.
leafoverview.com, leafitoverview.com for the latest time. So, Mike, till we meet again.
All right, you guys. Thanks for joining us. Get in. If you're not a free affiliate, get there now. You want to see it from the inside, and then we'll see you guys tonight at 9 o'clock. Come on back. Bring a friend.